witness me. I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, We will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
Biafrans all over the world, let us continue to support Eastern Security Network and Biafra Liberation Army. Every day they stand in the gap to defend us and only need our support to do the work they do. For the safety, security, and freedom of our communities. Let us do this together. Go to www.ipobinUSA.org/DONATE. Also go to www.biafrepublicgov.org/DONATE, where you can pay your liberation tax. We also accept donations on PayPal and Zelle. Just use the email address biafragov.org@gmail.com. For those in USA, we also accept donations or Cash App at $BIAFRAGOV. Freedom is not free, and together we restore it.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining me on this program today. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you are joining us for the very first time, we welcome you. If you have not yet liked and shared this program, please kindly like and share. Like and share the program to all platforms. Like and share to family and friends. Like and share to anyone that you can be able to reach so that we can have a full house on this broadcast today. We have come once again to do what we know how to do best. Remember, in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to attack individuals. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack people or to play saga. No, that is not what we do on this platform. This is a platform that is representing the Biafran people under the Biafran Republic Government in Exile and on the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where we stand. In this platform, what we do here is to encourage Biafrans far and wide. What we do here is to sensitize the Biafran people. What we do here is to bring the plight of the indigenous people in Nigeria to the whole world. More especially, the plight of the Biafran people. A lot of lies have been told against us. A lot of false informations are flying right, left, and center against us. Why we come online on a daily basis is to set the record straight and let the world know the true situation in that contraption called Nigeria. In this very platform, we try as much as we can to bring things to the knowledge of the whole world and to the knowledge of Biafrans, more especially, who say things the way they are without being politically correct. We try as much as we can to debunk every lie they have told against us in the past, lies that are being told by the government of Nigeria against the Biafran people, lies that are being told against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, by the Nigerian government and their agents. Every lie that has been told against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the agents of the darkness. We debunk all those lies on this platform. We make sure we set the record straight and say things the way they are. So if you are joining us for the very first time, it's very important that you are aware of where you are so that you will decide whether to watch us or not to watch. Whereby you made up your mind to watch us, just have patience. You will have the opportunity to come in here and air your opinion if you so desire. That is why I always have a link on my platform when I come live. It is an interactive section, a section where you can come out and express yourself. You can join the program, say the things you want to say in your own way, express yourself, and share your own views. That is what we do on this platform. That is why I am going to share a link. All you have to do is to follow that link. When you follow that link, you can be able to join the program and make your contribution where necessary. In this platform, we do not attack people. The only thing we beg for people is that when they come into this platform, you have to try as much as possible to be civil. As long as you are civil in your communication, as long as you are civil in your contribution, we are going to allow you to say everything you want to say. You have all the time in the world to express yourself. You have all the time in the world to make your arguments. You have all the time in the world to tell us what you have heard about us or what you think about us. If you have a contribution to make, you have that time. If you have a question to ask, you have that time. If you have a complaint, you have that time. If you have a word of advice or prayers for us, you will have that time. So I appreciate everyone who has connected wherever you are connecting from. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiam continue to guide and protect you all wherever you are. We have come once again, as we always do, to do what we know how to do best in this platform. And I welcome everyone who has connected, everyone who has already connected to the program. I welcome every one of you. I welcome my beloved sister Linda TV show. I welcome Igbanda 30. Welcome you, my brother Daniel Chisomo Buna. I welcome you, Chukwu Obasi. I welcome you. I appreciate you, Kingsley Washington. Thank you for joining. Drug Liberation News. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate everyone that has connected, and wherever you are connecting from, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiam continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. Today, we have come once again to deliberate on issues that concern Biafran people. You know, every time we come here, we are always here for the Biafran people. And we touch every areas, both the areas that concern the indigenous people in the contraption called Nigeria, because our fight is the selfish one. The freedom we're asking for is going to affect to everybody. It is about humanity, for people to be responsible, for people to be accountable to what they do. We are not pursuing a selfish self-determination. We are asking for a self-determination that when it comes, it's going to affect every other person around us in a positive way. So for those of you who are hating us for no reason, stop hating. Your hate cannot stop us, and your hate cannot help you. The earlier you begin to change your mindset, the better for you to be able to understand the situation of things and where we are. So the topic we have changed today, I said, Biafrans preparing for difficult days ahead. Your freedom is in your hand. Take it. We Biafrans, we must prepare for difficult days ahead. We must prepare for difficult days ahead, and our freedom is in our hand. It is left for us to take that freedom. This preparation of the difficult days ahead has been coming for a very long time. Most of the time, we ignore the warning. The supreme leader of IPOB, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the voice crying in the wilderness, have been shouting for a very long time, telling us of today that we are in. He cried and shouted and made some demands, which some people called him crazy. Some people called him different kinds of names because of the moves he was making to protect his people, because he saw what none of us saw then. And today, everything that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu saw during those days, we can now see it in our own days. He was crying and warning. None of us paid attention for the difficult days that we are in today. And today, we are even approaching a more difficult days. And here am I telling you about those days. Our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, have also been able to educate us and let us know what is coming. He also encouraged us and told us to prepare. But some of us refuse to pay attention. But I bet you, as many as are listening today, you can agree with me that things are not the way it used to be. If you are not paying attention, wake up and begin to pay attention, because it is even going to be tougher. The area where we are now is a time you must have to be focused. Distractions are going to come. Don't get distracted. I beg you in the name of Chukwu Kabiam. Difficult days is coming. If you are not following this very liberation, I'm sorry for you. Our Prime Minister have made a profound and a very serious statement in his last broadcast. And he gave an order because of our brothers who lost their life in Anambra State. From that moment, he gave an order to the Liberation Army to hunt everyone that was involved in the loss of life in Biafra land. If you realize that the Liberation Army are today in the field, you should be very careful and mindful of what you say. And I hope you focus on the real things. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for joining. Can you hear me, my brother? I see you on the move, so I got to cut short so that I know you have limited time. Oh, he's gone. I just wanted my brother to speak because I know he has limited time so that he can be able to speak because he's on the move. I can see him in his car. So as I was saying, fellow Biafrans that are watching wherever you're watching from, the difficult days ahead is coming. And I want you to know that whatever challenges you are going to face today, it is for a better tomorrow. It is better for us to suffer today and enjoy tomorrow than for us to enjoy today and we begin to suffer forever. Our children, our great-grandchildren will fall into the same trap. Why don't we pay that sacrifice for our generation unborn? Let's suffer the effect today, and tomorrow, let there be a bright future. It is going to be tough. Remember the response that our Prime Minister gave to somebody who was talking about his business. That because he's in business, because he's a businessman, he believes that we should forget about what we are doing and focus on and protect his business. But our Prime Minister told him that we can't spare anybody. It doesn't matter what you think you are doing, we can't spare you. That our freedom is much more important than your business, than what you think, than whatever you think you love most. Our collective effort of freedom is much important than that. You're welcome back, my beloved brother. Can you hear me? You're welcome, my brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Go on.
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but your voice is breaking up. Maybe network.
Yeah, the network. The network is the network.
Go on, my brother. Well, I think my brother is having a network problem. He's having a network problem, so whenever he resolves the network problem, he can equally join us back on this very broadcast. So while we proceed, every Biafran, we must have to prepare our mind for difficult days ahead. You must prepare your mind for difficult days ahead. When we're talking about freedom, it is not a child's play. Freedom comes with sacrifice. Freedom comes with responsibility. You must begin to prepare yourself and be ready to make those sacrifices. If you are not ready, it is going to be difficult. You see, why it is very important that we say this is that when you know what is coming, you can be able to manage yourself and put yourself in a position where you can be able to stand firm. When you know what is coming, you will not be taken by surprise. That is why it is important when you see all the media warriors, all the media that are speaking for Biafra Republic Design, every Biafra Republic Design media, when you see them coming online on a daily basis, even at a difficult moment, some of them from their offices where they are working, taking out that pen to come out and speak. It is not a joke. It is not for play. It is to make sure that information gets to you, to make sure that you are prepared, to make sure that you are not taken unaware, because that is one of the assignments that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave us. He's made it clear that everybody must be carried along. Everybody must be carried along in anything we are doing. In carrying people along, what it means is that we must tell people before we do what we are doing. If people decide not to follow, it is their choice. But we will not lie in a situation where somebody will say he did not hear or she was not told. That is why we are taking extra time to come out and speak so that the whole world will hear us and hear us clear. If you are not being heard, if you're not hearing us, it means you are not on the media. And even if you're not on social media, when people hear from us here, you must have been hearing the story. People hear and they tell their brothers and sisters. That is why it is important that you that has the opportunity to come online, share the video to all platforms. You can equally cut out the video, download it and share. Even put it on audio and share to other people. The freedom of the Biafran people cannot be compromised. We are talking about the freedom of 70 million people, more than 70 million people. We are committed in that freedom. And we are going to do everything humanly possible to see that we are free. It does not matter what you think. It does not matter what you say. It does not matter how you feel. This collective interest of the Biafran people must be put first. It is Biafran first. It is Biafran first. We are first of all Biafrans before we become anything we are. We were first of all Biafrans before we became Christians or Muslims or traditionalists or whatever you call yourself. Biafra is our religion. That same way you are fanatic about your religion, that is how we are fanatic about Biafra. The difference between us and you is because when it comes to the issue of Biafra, we say it the way it is. We preach the gospel and tell people the truth. We bring our plight to the whole world. We are making a genuine and reasonable request, not out of hatred, not out of wickedness, not out of pride. We are doing it because it is what we are supposed to do. So wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you and I tell you, prepare yourself for difficult days ahead. The match we are about to play is a very tough one. Our opponents are a stubborn group. You should know by now that the Pharaoh we are facing will never let go. They won't let go until an extraordinary force comes into the matter, which is going to happen very soon. Wherever you are as a Biafran, prepare your mind and prepare yourself for the difficult days ahead. It is going to get tougher by day. The earlier you begin to understand that, the better for you. Our freedom is in our hand. We need to take it. It is not far away. Our freedom is very, very close. You know, initially, we always hear the word like, a question they pose to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu almost in every interview, in every platform, even in our comment section, you'll be hearing, what is your roadmap? What is your roadmap? How you intend to get Biafra? Today, we have come to the new dimension where the roadmap is very open to everybody. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Samaneka, have already explained the processes through which Biafra is going to come. Our targets and our reason for doing what we are doing. There is no operation we take today in Biafra land that is not explained. Our Prime Minister break everything into pieces for us to understand. The restoration of Biafra will take sacrifice. And every one of us as Biafrans must prepare for the sacrifice. Whatever it takes, if it knocks on your door, be ready. as our Supreme Amazon Nanikam today, is in the forefront, taking the bullet for every one of us. The Prime Minister is the forefront, not minded. You should be ready when your own call is being made for you to take up your responsibility. The freedom of Biafran people is something that cannot be gambled with. Every one of us must have to be ready for the exit of Biafra from the zone. It will take sacrifice. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Wherever you are in Biafra land today, more especially in Anambra State, don't say you are not one. Anambra is going to observe a total lockdown from the 4th of December to the 6th of December. 2 days. A total and absolute lockdown. 4th of November to 6th of November. The reason why the lockdown is going to be held is to make sure that those who the Zoological Republic have sent to Anambra State, whom the governor have invited to take the life of innocent people in Anambra State, will no longer be there. And those who came out to take the life of innocent child, those terrorists who came to Anambra State in the order of the governor from Abuja to take the life of an innocent child, the Prime Minister has given order for them to be fished out. And for them to be fished out, Biafrans need to stay indoor and allow the Liberation Army to take over. The Liberation Army are more than ready to take over the challenge. Our concern is our citizens, the Biafrans. Every Biafran must be very, very careful. What you do, what you say, where you go. We must be very careful. In case you don't know, Biafra land is in a state of war. Biafra land is at war. Some of you continue to deny this fact, but this is something that is happening. You try to deny it to make yourself feel good. You try to deny it to make yourself sound reasonable. But is that the real situation? That's not the real situation. The real situation in Biafra land is that the war is going on in Biafra land. In as much as nobody is reporting it. Even the young child that died yesterday in the hand of the military was not reported. No one cares. What you see in the media are people chasing clouds, talking about irrelevant issues, things that doesn't really concern us. That's what they talk about. But issues that concern the ordinary people, that is connected to us directly, they don't pay attention. Every one of you that is watching this program, I say, prepare for difficult days ahead. If we will have freedom, we must be ready for sacrifice. We must be ready for sacrifice because they are going to come. It is not whether they will come. They will definitely come. They will come. But because they are not coming in the name of Chukwu Okikabiyama, because they are coming with their greed and envy, because they are coming with their jealousy, they are going to fall. They are going to fall. They will never stand. No matter what they do, whatever they try to do, they can't stand. Chukwu Okikabiyama, who has sent us, who is fighting for us, will always lead the way. No amount of criminality of the enemies will hold us down. Every Biafran in Biafra land must pay attention and listen to simple instruction. If you obey this instruction, nothing will happen to you. The instruction is for your own security. It's a civil disobedience. Civil disobedience. It was not targeted at anybody to take life of anybody. It was targeted at the terrorists that are in Anambra State taking innocent life. That is why that very sit-at-home is being called forced to cease. So it's left for you to obey it and make sure you listen to it. They have been taking the life of Biafrans. Even when they do, they come and push propaganda and they say it is Biafrans. Even when they know that we have no hand in it. The loss of life of that innocent child is an evidence to show that every time when you have seen them accuse the Biafran Liberation Army of doing one thing or another. They are the one that does. Every time an order is given for a seat at home, if you hear of any casualty, it is them. They only misfired on Sunday. If it were to be on Monday that thing happened, they will say it is Biafran Liberation Army. They will twist it. But thank you, it was on Sunday morning they took the life of that innocent child. They have been pushing propaganda and blackmail against us. But Chukwu have always vindicated us. They have always vindicated us right from the beginning. Remember when Hope Uzodinma came to confess that IPOB have no hand in the insecurity in the southeast? This same Hope Uzodinma today, who have now declared himself an enemy of Biafra, Chukwu used him once at a time to answer for IPOB. And I'm going to play that video. Maybe you can recall it.
These people are just since the inception of this banditry, not one PDP man has died. Not one PDP man, his house has been attacked or burnt. So it is very clear to me that these people are after APC.
I hope you heard that confession. That was Hope Uzodinma far back, when he was telling us that the people who are in charge of the loss of life in Biafra land are the politicians, including himself. Including himself. Today, they are still the people taking the life of people. But they are going to leave all these things and then they point a accusing finger on the Biafran people. This was the same man, Hope Uzodinma, confessing here on live TV that the loss of life in Biafra land is being sponsored and carried out by the politicians, which is absolutely true. Up to this moment, including Hope Uzodinma himself, they are the ones that are involved doing this evil. And they want us to pretend that it's not happening. They want us to ignore and pretend that it's not happening. We will not pretend. We are going to continue to bring it for the whole world to see. Every Biafran, wherever you are, prepare yourself for difficult days ahead. The politicians have already declared war on the innocent citizens in that contraption. And the Biafrans, we have taken our faith into our hand to defend ourselves by all means possible. The responsibility of the Liberation Army is to make sure that we are defended, that Biafra land is defended. They will continue to do so. It does not matter how you feel or what you think. Biafra land will definitely be defended. What we are seeing today are things that have been warned about long time ago, but none of us paid attention. When the warning was coming, we called it a joke. When the warning was coming, we called it a joke. We never believed. But today, every single thing that Mazen Nannigan has warned us about is happening, including some other warnings that people have been bringing up. Some Chukwu Okabiama released audios for us. Some of us didn't pay attention. But today, we can see things happening. And I want us to listen to this audio. I told you that every of my message, I will play this audio. Because the audio will help you to put your mind, narrow your mind around what is happening today. Everything that you see happening today, every attack you see today happening against the Biafran people. The insecurity, the destruction of life and property is an orchestrated plan by the federal government of Nigeria. It's a planned thing by the federal government of Nigeria from the onset. Listen.
If they try to frustrate the decision of the Yorubas, they will send them to Ocean. And I'm telling you, Alaji, congratulations. Thank you very much, Kule. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Honestly, I accept your congratulations, even though I'm PDP. Because you remember one time when the fighting in Borno, when our people were being killed left and right. Then what is it, I said, do you remember one time when our people were being killed in Borno State, left and right, Bauchi, Gombe, everywhere in the north? Of course. I remember you were saying that was there any Southerner among us? We were the one killing ourselves. I always remember this statement, Mr. Kule. But look at this today now. Today our brother is in charge, and I'm sure he made it clear to the world. The first thing he said was that he was moving the command of Nigerian army to Maiduguri until when Boko Haram is over. So if not your brother as a president, who will do it for you? But we could have done it to anybody in Nigeria. But you can see that some people refuse to do it for us. So really, really, today I understand why we have to have the presidency, honestly. No, it's like that, Kule. Kule is like that. Because how can anybody convince us that some miscreants cannot be dealt with by Nigerian army? Why can't we believe it was deliberately left? Even if there is no involvement of government hand in it, why can't we believe that it was deliberate? Let them kill themselves. Well, it has come out even very clear, because it was at a point in our campaign, they were saying that by the killings of Boko Haram, there will be no population again. In fact, let me tell you why the North insisted that Jonathan has to go, because we had the plan that if Jonathan continues, the same problem will happen in Kano, the same problem will happen in Sokoto, the same problem will happen in Jos and Ebro until when our population is depleted. No. We have had a wonderful experience, honestly. In order to avoid the problem, that's why I said the people. No, whether he has said or not, the North it was clear voting now. What could he have done? Remember what Babangida did for us? Babangida, you see, what happened was, even when Babangida did it, you understand? Do you get me? The bulk of the population that voted was from the North. And Rimi said it. Since Babangida was in Abuja, Governor Rimi of Kano State, then, former governor of Kano State, he said, if there's swine Abiola in Lagos, Abiola Babangida will have said it is Yoruba that did it. So Abiola should fly to Kano, they will swear him as president, and they'll stand their ground. Before we know, they rallied around Abiola, they said, don't go to North, if you go, they will kill you. Not so happened. Do you understand? No. So I'm coming now. So Babangida got the... And then, Abacha has incarcerated him for many years. I'm coming now. I'm coming. Before we are talking about the cancellation now, the cancellation of the elections. And two, didn't you not see that even from the West, there were people who supported there are big men who joined in the cancellation of the elections. But whatever it is, at that time, it was nobody was killing the Yorubas left and right. Babangida was virtually betraying everybody. And today, have you not seen him on TV? Have you not seen how he was looking? Is God not wonderful? Did you not see Babangida? Even though I have promised as from today, so long as he's my brother from the North, even if he's eating everybody in Nigeria, fresh, you come out with Nigerian man leg eating, I will not say it's bad again. Because I have learned how to support my people from what I have seen with Igbos and some people in Nigeria with Jonathan. But you must thank God for Yoruba. Yoruba supported by the otherwise we don't have come. No, I'm coming, please. I'm coming. Let me tell you one part. I'm coming. Listen to me, Kule. A section of Yoruba supported Buhari. Listen to me, please. Let us make this clear. You understand? We are all politicians. Yes. The Tinebus, since 1960s, since the Oyibo left the country, Yoruba was told one word. We are first Yorubas. You are first Yoruba before you are a Muslim, you are a Christian or Nigerian. Yes. So or not so. Yeah. If they try to frustrate the decision of the Yorubas, they will send them to ocean. And I'm telling you, after 4 years, at least not we are liberal, but in the Southwest, after 4 years, Igbos can never be useful, relevant again in the Southeast. Wait and see. In fact, the plan of APC is that they are going to make alliance of Northwest economic development. The West has the ocean. Can you hear me? Yes. The North has agricultural produce. Yes. So what they are going to do, the government is going to develop all the agricultural and mineral resources in the north. And then they will put primary industries here. And then go and export, finally finish them in Lagos or Southwest and export them and bring back the money and share it between the two regions. Let them drink their oil. This is the plan on ground.
Let's just pray for success of General Barry. For that, his success is our success. For that, we can benefit better.
It's true.
That's our prayer now. That's our prayer here. Everybody is praying for his success for that. If he's successful, everybody is successful.
God help us.
That's our,
no, but not to the extent of living the way we are. Our prayer now is that may God remove the influence of the Southeast in our region. That's all what we are praying left and right now. I'm telling you.
I like you. Okay.
No. The Boko Haram, these people are catch red-handed with bombs. Who are supplying the weapons? Who killed General Shua? They think we don't know. They were saying that they were revenging what they did to them in Biafra. Biafra was a war. It was a state war, trying to bring them back to the nation. No, be so. Do you get me? Some useless idiots started Boko Haram, but there was hand. Don't worry, investigation will reveal everything now. Don't worry. We were just exercising patience, looking at what is happening. That is typical Northern. That's how we are. Just look at what is happening. But we drew a line. 2014, 2015, they call it. It is the end of it. Whether anybody wins or don't win is okay. That was our decision, honestly. And they met in Enugu, and listen to me, they met and saw it that in the event of cutting it, why will they put their people? That's why the man has to surrender now. Let him, in fact, some of us preferred him to have been resistant so that we redefine this country. I'm telling you.
A lot of casualty will be many.
Nothing like killing. Let everybody go his way. Ha! Is it not rain that is falling in the north now? We have the food. What is oil? Look at Niger. Rano is still selling oil. He's bringing it from Niger. What is the big deal? It is when they met and saw the danger of any attempt. That was how they surrendered. But honestly, we have already made up our mind. Because we said to ourselves, if you don't, even if you stay, they are going to kill you. Abi? Under Jonathan, from Namadi Sambo down to the lowest person in the north is a Boko Haram. They can pick you whoever you are. We know that. At least we are part of the system. Thank you, Kule.
Bye-bye. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You heard that voice. The person that was speaking on that audio is the present vice president of Nigeria, a full member of Boko Haram. This audio was leaked after Muhammadu Buhari came to power. When he was boasting, he accused Goodluck Jonathan of being the one sponsoring Boko Haram, that he's taking the life of his own people in the name of fighting Boko Haram, simply because Goodluck wanted to protect them. They fought Goodluck with this propaganda. And when Buhari came to power, he claimed he's going to stop Boko Haram in 2 minutes. Buhari lasted in power until he left. Boko Haram were capturing more villages than ever. The only progress you see was the only progress that Goodluck Jonathan made in his last days, up to date. And he saw the kind of hatred that is pouring out of this man against Biafrans, more especially the Igbo Biafrans. And when I say the Igbo Biafrans, it's for people to understand, because the Igbo Biafrans is everybody in the old Southeastern region. When the Igbo Biafrans is mentioned, you are involved. You are involved. When you hear that they are coming after Igbo Biafrans, run for your life. Don't say you are from there because you are from coastal region. You're not going to run. If you hear a Fulani man going after the Igbos, run for your life, because they don't see you as anything different from you. So you see the kind of hatred in them, and now you see their plan. The plan you are seeing, what you are seeing happening in Lagos today is a well-planned deal, and they are executing it. Something that was planned during the time of Muhammad Buhari. Now you begin to understand why they forced that man to be they brought that man to be a vice president. One of the sponsors of Boko Haram today is the person that just had his voice is vice president today, who is speaking in such a manner. who is making such hateful statements against the Biafran people. Chukwu Okike will never leave us. Every one of us must stand up and fight about it. Everything you are seeing today is a well-planned, and I tell you, Biafran, prepare for difficult days ahead. You must prepare yourself. You must wake up now and align yourself with the Biafran program. That is the only way up for us. That is the only way forward. There is nothing you can do about it. There is no Jupiter that can save you. The only thing that can save you is just to put your head straight and focus on the Biafran program. Sponsor them and support them any way you can. Pray for our Prime Minister on a daily basis. Support him in any way you can, financially more especially, to make sure that our Liberation Army are equipped. You see what is happening in Lagos today. Some of us woke up on Sunday to see the cry of the Biafrans in Lagos. When you watch those videos, what do you see? This is an eviction of the Biafrans from the Nigerian Zoological Republic through Lagos State. The federal government of Nigeria is evicting Biafrans from Nigeria using Lagos State. And in that eviction, they destroy your properties, they destroy your businesses, they take lives. They don't care how you feel. That is what you are seeing in Lagos today. Aso Rock is using Lagos State to tell Biafrans, exit. You know, when we come here to shout it and say it's time to go, some of us don't understand. I pity those who are still pretending. Because you are going to wake up in your grave. I want you to see what is happening in Lagos. Most of people
this house for so challenge because I got to answer the property mad, the property mad. Pull on in there, I got to answer. So it is fair now. The whole property and I fully roll on the whole property in the and I got Kohanine. The teacher, I got Kohanine. Yes, bulldozer, Seba Nabia. Bulldozer, Seba Nabia, Oseba Nakoyanabia. I got to Hanine. So I now check a gole, Roy. I got to Hanine.
You have seen what is happening. There are more. I'm going to show you more videos for you to see the situation.
Everywhere never happen. Then can appear. From the money, I need to see a buying hilo. Everywhere I'm balling. Also Biafra ka no give nke a Gaza, Israel na Gaza. Ka Israel na Gaza. Na moto etigo moto ya ka ibu anya hapo. Etigo moto. Oh Gaza, abula do Lagos aton go Gaza. Obodo go Gaza. Government na agba anya ka Israel mgbali.
You have seen it. Let's get to another one.
This is one story building. I corona idora. The tractor na akwa the other side. The other side that man na one. That man just maybe last week. Maybe I can this. The going can get a duplex. Duplex mother can just hold not up to 6 months. I corner akutuna. Sidibo, let's go. Kaina no the go enough. Enough is enough. It's obvious that these people don't want us. They doesn't want us at all. One Nigeria, Boka, no. One Nigeria, Boka, no. Biano Kaelano. Guys, we have to buy here near Buna buy. You should Benine. I don't know about that. Name is in her band. Mr. Koya Boya Kobi, just imagine. That was Sunday. Yeah. Today is Sunday. Then, what is today's date? 19th of the words. Yes, 19th of November 2023. It's happening live at Abula the first time. Ablado phase 2. Yeah, this is my estate. I live here. I have property here. It's okay, no problem. I only learn at an oboda galan oboda and so bad home. But let's go. Let's go.
I hope you saw those videos. When you are watching those videos, looking at your brothers and sisters being thrown away from their house, which they build, they have earned money. When you see properties littered in the street, how do you feel as a Biafran? When you watch and see your people evicted from their house, they did not steal the land, they bought the land. They have their legitimate business through which they earn their money. They were not involved in any fraud. And you see their house being brought down in the name of one excuse or the other. Are you not concerned? They say the house was built in the wrong place. Some say it was built in a tunnel. Some say it was built in a high tension. Some say it was built in a reserve area. And I ask, in a sane country where human beings exist, where were they when the foundation of these very houses were laid? This is an estate. Where were you? You sat back and you were watching. The same people who are coming to destroy this land, properties, were involved. They were involved in selling of these properties. They were involved, fully involved in selling of these properties. And today they have come to destroy the same property that they sold. They have come to destroy it. And some of us feel it is okay. You don't feel concerned, you're not worried. You think it's absolutely okay. Or you are waiting for it to happen to you directly before you now understand. You are waiting for your name to be mentioned before you know that it concerns you. How do you feel when you watch the properties of your own brothers being destroyed? How do you feel when you see such a thing happen? It cannot happen in any country. Such weight of damage without any single compensation, it cannot happen in any part of the world. Never. You call yourself that you have a government. You were there when those properties were being erected. You were there. You were there watching. They acquired those land. Most of them have documents backing up those land. They got approval from the government to build those houses. So many of them got approval. Today they are pulling it down and they say it's a wrong structure. Giving one excuse or the other. They have attacked all the business areas, places where they are doing your businesses. They have locked them up and shut them down. And they gave you tax to pay before to open. And Biafrans, we are paying. The attack on the economy of the Biafran people is a very heavy attack. But they are fighting the wrong battle. Maybe they think it is the Biafran people in Biafra that are sponsoring the restoration of Biafra. They are not. Biafran people in Biafra are not even participating in contribution. They are not participating in any way. They are not participating. Our Supreme Damazin Nagan made it clear that the Biafrans living abroad will sponsor the liberation of Biafra from A to 2. So if your mindset is telling you that it is the Biafrans in Biafra and for that you are attacking them, you are fighting the wrong battle. And no amount of destruction, no amount of attack, no amount of blackmail will make us to stop talking about Biafra. In fact, Biafra is here already. The earlier you begin to understand that, the better for you. Continue to deny it at your own peril. You will face the consequence of your denial, and you will not live to tell the story.
Biafrans all over the world, Let us continue to support Eastern Security Network and Biafra Liberation Army. Every day they stand in the gap to defend us and only need our support to do the work they do. For the safety, security, and freedom of our communities. Let us do this together. Go to www.ipobinUSA.org/DONATE. Also go to www.biafrarepublicgov.org/DONATE, where you can pay your liberation tax. We also accept donations on PayPal and Zelle. Just use the email address biafragov.org@gmail.com. For those in USA, we also accept donations or Cash App at $BIAFRAGOV. Freedom is not free, and together we restore it.
Fellow Biafrans that are watching, it is high time we wake up and defend our own. Nobody is going to fight for you. Nobody is going to fight for me. We have to fight our battle and win it. It is our hand to fight our battle and win it, defend our lives and property. And that we must do. Every Biafran, wherever you are on the planet Earth, know it and know it well, that you are not welcome in Nigeria. Nigeria is not for you. You can continue to pretend for all I care. Nigeria is not for you. Know that and know peace. Whenever they are coming from all angles, all corners, trying to deceive you with their sweet words, Nigeria is not for you. The earlier you realize that and begin to rearrange your life and focus on the real path, the better for you. You have been advised to go back home. You didn't listen. Today they are evicting you. And the eviction has continued. And I say, those of you who are relaxing, because it has not affected your own building, you think it's all over. It is not over yet. Every single one of you that is having properties in Lagos will be affected. Not even only in Lagos. If you are having property anywhere outside Biafra land, begin to prepare to sell off that property and go back home. In order to be on the safe side, sell off that property, even at a giveaway price, sell it. Sell it, go back to your land and invest. It is even better to invest outside Nigeria. It is much, much better to invest, put your money outside Nigeria than for you to invest in any other state in that Nigeria. If you cannot invest in Biafra land, invest outside Nigeria. Much, much better. It is much better. Because the plan they have for you is not plan of good. It's plan of evil. Plan of evil. The attack on the economy of Biafran people has intensified. You know, in the zoo, they do certain secretly, but at a stage, when the time becomes, when the situation, the stage becomes hot, they can't keep it secret anymore. They'll be acting in the open, and today you can see them operating in the open. Everyone that is watching this video, wherever you're watching from, I urge you to sit up and stand up. The only face and voice we have today is the Biafra Republic of Exile under Master Simon Ekpa. Give him all the support you need. And most importantly, prepare for the difficult days ahead. There is a difficult task ahead of us. That task is not a task you can avoid. It's a task that every one of us must be involved in. You can't avoid it. A very tough and difficult task ahead. Prepare for it. It is coming with the speed of light. It is coming. It is coming. It doesn't matter how you feel or what you think. It is going to come. I just pray that you can restructure your mind, restraighten your heart, and focus on the real thing. The Liberation Army of Nigeria has been given an order, and those orders will be obeyed. You, that is a citizen of Biafra, you are in Biafran territory. Even if you're not a citizen, but you're in Biafran territory, these warnings are for you. Obey them and no peace. Stay 1 kilometer away from every barrack, 1 kilometer from every secretariat, 1 kilometer from every government building. Stay 1 kilometer away so that you don't get in harm's way. Stay 1 kilometer away. Don't go to the checkpoints to hawk, no matter what happens. Do not go to checkpoints to hawk. Don't. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every one of us. Most importantly, you know the responsibility we have ahead of us. The Prime Minister has declared it and said, from 4th to 6th of December, there will be a total lockdown of Anambra State. Total and absolute lockdown of Anambra State to hunt those who are taking life, who has taken the life of a child in Anambra State. Up till now, nobody is talking about that. They don't care. And of course, we know they won't talk about it. But our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel, has taken it upon himself to see that the death of those people have been avenged, including, more especially that young child. And on the 4th to 6th, there will be a manhunt for those who were involved in taking the life of an innocent child. So wherever you are, keep that date in your mind so that you don't get yourself into trouble. 4th to 6th of December, Anambra State will be under lock and key. Every government offices, schools, businesses will be shut down for 2 days. Allow the Liberation Army to come in and fish out everyone who was involved in the death of that child. Everyone that was involved in the death of that child. We must make sure that we abide by instruction, follow event as it unfolds, to make sure we are not involved or put in harm's way. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every Biafran across the world, wherever you are watching me from. If you are watching me from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, wherever you are watching, please kindly share this video, like, and make sure that you send this information across the world. Our freedom is in our hand. We have to take it, and the time is now. Do not allow anybody to tell you otherwise. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every Biafran, guide and protect our Liberation Army, guide and protect the ESN, guide and protect the Strike Force, guide and protect the resistance fighters, guide and protect all the members of the Black Marine, guide and protect the BNL, guide and protect every force that is genuinely fighting for Biafra. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every one of you. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect all the members of the media, Biafra Republic of Indonesia media. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every one of you. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect members of the federal government, the homeland, guide and protect every member of the cabinet of Biafra Republic of Indonesia. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect him, secure him, strengthen him, give him more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Guide him, protect him, give him more wisdom, knowledge, strength to continue to march on and move on until we get into Biafra. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from, and stay safe. No weapon formed of fashion against us shall prosper. No weapon formed of fashion against our Prime Minister shall prosper. No weapon formed of fashion against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. And I will see you again by the Spirit of Chukwu Okike Abiyama next time. Thank you, and stay safe.
Biafrans all over the world, let us continue to support Eastern Security Network and Biafra Liberation Army. Every day they stand in the gap to defend us and only need our support to do the work they do. For the safety, security, and freedom of our communities, let us do this together. Go to www.ipobinUSA.org/DONATE. Also go to www.biafrarepublicgov.org/DONATE, where you can pay your liberation tax. We also accept donations on PayPal and Zelle. Just use the email address biafragov.org@gmail.com. For those in USA, we also accept donations or Cash App at $biafragov. Freedom is not free, and together, we restore it.